104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Tuesday, September 17 of 2024, and it's 6 o'clock on the dot with the gang. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam.
We're all back.
Hey!
Yes.
Welcome back, Special
Back
K
from
and
the
Sam.
beach. Back from the beach. It's going to be boiling hot the next few days. I hope you're nice and
it's so
tan and ready to keep
hot.
your bathing suits on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
Wear them on the plane.
hot as hail.
75
It's what? It was 75 where y'all were at the
on
beach?
the beach.
Was the water
wow.
freezing?
That's almost too
Oh
cold.
my God, the
On the
water
East Coast?
was
Yeah, the
so
water was
cold. They had porta potties, but I'm like, you can't just go in a porta potty pee. Like, I had to get in the water, and it was so cold.
Well, somebody missed
Wait, I don't
what you guys
understand.
did.
What? So Kevin and Sam
Sorry.
and family went to the East Coast to have vacation together. Why
Okay.
can't you porta potty pee?
Because I feel like it's a cop out. Like, if you're at the beach, you got to go in the water,
pee.
even if it's
Oh,
freezing.
ew.
No.
Even if it's
Ew.
freezing, and I did it.
They
I
did
did
it
not.
toilet.
Did you?
No,
Oh,
I
you,
didn't.
no, you stood. Kev stood, and it looked like he
Wait, who's just
from
like
the
peeing?
back
Did you see him?
end. It looked like he had his hands down at his crotch, like he whipped it out.
wow.
And I was like, oh my gosh!
Hold
I at least
hold
sat
on.
in the sand and got
Listen,
splashed on.
mentally, it totally screws with your head to be sitting with someone on the beach and they say, I'll be right back, I'm going to the restroom, and they walk into the water.
Look straight
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Like when
does
we were
it?
all in
I
the
feel like
Bahamas
that's
years
normal.
ago, we all went to the Bahamas years ago, and a friend on the boat, we were on this long
Oh, I
boat
remember.
ride, had to pee so bad, and she refused to get in the water, so she squatted in the back of the boat, peed into a styrofoam cup, held the cup of pee, and then poured that into the beautiful Bahamian waters. And I wasn't right after that.
Oh,
I wasn't
my
right.
gosh.
I would have been better if she had just said, I'm going to jump off the boat for 2 seconds. I'll be
Yes.
right back.
What do you
But
think
for her to
animals do?
squat and pee and then pour the pee into the water was not okay with me.
Imagine
It
dolphins
just threw
are-
me.
Yeah.
Shamu out there.
I get it, Eric, but isn't I'm saying,
gosh.
fine, let her pee in the water. Just don't do it like that.
Did you guys at least do courtesy where like you walk down the beach?
Yeah. Not
Like,
right in front of each other.
just right. In
Nobody was in the water
There
because it was freezing.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the weirdos were. Those are the people that like probably live on the
Did
East
you guys
Coast.
wear bathing suits? Or was it,
Oh,
or
yeah,
did
I
you
got-
have a sweater?
It was a topless.
No, I got burnt
Oh, you got too cocky?
because I put so much sunblock on Santi. I was like, I don't need it. I need a tan.
And the
got
breeze
burned.
was so cool,
That's what I figured.
but the sun was so bright, so
Yes.
we got a little bit burned up. Well, I mean, Sam did under her neck area, but she got to see one of our chalets. Which
Oh,
is
one of
not,
your chalets.
is not an actual chalet. It's just a cute little, like, very modest beach house.
Oh, a chalet is a beach house?
Like a bungalow?
No, a chalet is like a
I thought it was in, like
I think of ski
Ski
chalets.
town?
yeah,
or something?
yeah, a ski chalet,
like a
mansion of sorts.
little cabin.
So no, this is nothing like that.
He's a fantastic guy.
But she got to experience Dewey Beach, where I grew up
I saw a
in
picture-
my summertime.
Your dad, I saw him in the background.
Yeah, Dad
Was he
came down
enjoying
and
it?
he hung out with us for a little bit, and then he went back up to play a gig in Pennsylvania, and then came back down.
For those that don't know, Special K's dad
Yeah.
is the piano man.
Yeah.
We're like, Dad, why are you leaving?
Very talented
He
pianist.
doesn't want to lose his gig. He's 75 years old and still playing live music for brunch.
But he enjoys it.
He
sings?
loves it.
I mean,
It is what
he's
keeps him
talented
going.
and he likes it.
And he
It-
sings, right? Does he sing?
If he has to, he does not want to.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's just
One text.
What?
People like Sam is white, Galveston is brown. Changed my mind.
Seriously, you think that going to the bathroom is what caused Galveston?
Yeah.
Water?
It just
What?
visually makes you think that, but it's not
It's
true.
just shallow water that
I'm
gets
not-
churned up.
That's
Well,
all
you
I'm
number
saying.
two,
If you
I'm
scoop-
just,
yeah,
I'm very
Kevin does.
hydrated. I drink lots of alcohol on the beach, and so it's just clear at this point, y'all. So the water should be clear in Galveston.
Wait a second. Did you say I'm very hydrated? I drink lots of alcohol?
Yes,
That's
a-
it hydrates.
Alcohol
it
dehydrates.
No,
you.
it
That's why she's
hydrates
drinking
you.
more.
Look how clear
Unfortunately.
my pee is.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
I didn't
work
see it.
that way.
I mean, it was far enough away, luckily.
Right, I'm so sorry.
They have an
I
ice cream
came back
truck?
from vacay, and this is the topic I
Ice
brought
cream
up.
truck or one of those ice trucks come around?
Like
On
water
the
ice.
beach?
Like
the water
Galveston
ice?
is-
Tell them about the hot dog one, though. I've never
hot
in
dog
my
truck?
life. Yes, on the beach. It was a hot dog truck.
Smells like hot dogs.
It's a little golf cart with a a pickup truck bed in the back, and
It
they
has hot dogs in it.
have hot dogs up in there.
And they're already pre-wrapped like Costco and stuff.
Like in tinfoil or something?
My
You have to pull them
experience has been that they keep them in hot water, and then they put them in the buns when you order it.
Like, okay.
So they got that vat of
I did not
boiled
eat
hot
one.
dogs.
I did not eat one, but I was really shocked that we
The
saw
water
that.
ice had ended for the year because we were past Labor Day.
Got it.
And
Yeah, some
so,
places were closed
some
down.
places were closed.
There's a
guys,
place on the seawall for those that don't know what water ice is called Rita's. It's on the seawall. I can't remember the street.
61st
Eric.
Street.
Is it 61st?
Oh, right
At
when you
that gas
Yeah,
station.
instead of taking a right, just go
Just go straight.
left, and it's actually
Into
hard.
the parking lot.
There's
It's
a
hard to
Rita's
get there. You almost
in
have to
Heights too. If you don't want to drive,
There's
all the
a
way to
Rita's?
Gas- There is.
There's
It's-
a Rita's in the Heights?
There is an organic, like OG Rita's, like not just like a knockoff. Yes.
Stop.
I swear. Let
How
me
long
try
has
and find
that
the
been
location. Since I've moved here is when I've noticed it because I was real jazzed about it.
I like
Because
their
I
ice
love their gelatos. So it's like half ice, half the gelato.
I'm about to go there. But
I
water
also got
ice.
to fly with Santiago, her son, and he was pretty good.
White Oak Drive.
Yep.
Thank you.
Did you sit
2802.
Did you sit next to him or behind him? Or?
On the way home, we kind of sat in the same row as them. They put us in the very back. They saw what was coming, and they slipped us in the very row 27.
Literally the last
Aren't you?
row.
Was it Southwest or something? Or?
No,
No,
it was American.
American.
We're not American. We're United.
Well, they needed to know
We're not
that you can be
girls.
close to the lavatory in case
Yes.
there's an emergency or a screaming baby.
And Santiago, I've learned, knows Dada, and he also knows done and shut up.
Oh,
He was telling everyone,
Shut up.
shut up.
Shut up.
He knows
Okay.
shut up.
you can't say mama, but he says shut up.
He says mama. Okay, backstory behind that because you're going to make me look like a terrible parent. Misty, our dog, is not supposed to bark. We have trained her not to bark.
Yeah.
And when Mark and I were doing DIY projects, Misty was just barking. And Mark and I are trying to like get our closet done and then deal
Yeah,
with
frustrated.
Santiago. So we were like, shut up, Misty, shut up. Stop barking. Like, stop it. We already have so much going on. We were very overstimulated.
And that's the word he
And
picked.
so that's the word he picks. He goes, stop. Shut up, Mom.
You just walk around the airport like,
Oh, my God.
shut up. Hi.
And then, hi.
Shut up.
Shut. And he waves to everybody and says hi, and then he says bye, and then he goes, shut. I'm like, Santiago. So we say it's set hut, like football.
Oh,
he's
I would
big-
say he's just saying show. Oh, he's just saying show. Just saying show. Toddler talk, no one can understand.
I
but
don't
you.
know if he can
So
grasp
say
football.
Show.
So we say football, like, set hut. We're like, yeah, set hut, 342. And then we just try and change the subject and just go. But he's definitely telling people
So then,
to shut
does
up.
Misty ever bark? So like intruders won't even be barked at?
Heck yeah, she barks. Whenever I take a nap is when she barks.
Oh yeah, because
Because you have
her.
ghost dogs at your house.
I was just
We do have
snoring.
ghosts.
I
was
did
the one.
not hear it.
Booster said I was snoring, though.
Oh, you were snoring, Kevin?
Yeah.
We had
I thought
AC
you had like a
units that
CPAP
were like,
machine now or something. You don't have a traveling CPAP machine now or something?
No,
Kev?
no. I'm probably not going to get that.
You look like a World War II fighter pilot.
No, you were fine. You didn't.
Yeah, I
you
wouldn't-
didn't sneeze.
I'm going to get the palate
or
reduction.
sneeze. You didn't snore. Sorry.
The palate reduction.
Palate reduction, where they put the radio waves through your throat and it reduces your palate, and so you're not choking on your own epiglottis.
The epiglottis. Is that's
Just
that
saying
little
the
punching
word
bag in the back of your
epiglottis.
throat?
Yeah. Epiglottis
be.
is... No, that's the uvula that's in the back
That's
of your
your
throat.
uvula?
Yeah.
Yeah, the epiglottis
Oh, yeah.
is,
That's
the flap that goes between you swallowing down the right pipe or swallowing down the wrong
Sure.
pipe.
Kevin's neck fat.
Yep, it's my
Inside
neck
there.
fat.
Oh my
But that's
God.
not something you
inside
can.
neck fat.
You can't really work out or
No.
do exercises for neck fat.
You can't.
Not internal.
You either can
Yes.
have a
Try.
fat head or you're not. As a man,
I can do eating exercises.
Yeah.
I still don't think that works because look at Alec
That looked
Baldwin.
really
You
bad.
gotta gulp stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that one.
Then you'll burp.
It goes like, Alec Baldwin in the original Beetlejuice versus now, his head is tremendously bigger.
It is. He got bigger all the way around.
But he
Well,
lost,
no, then he lost weight, and his
But
head still was
He
bigger.
got
lost
married
that
to the
weight,
yoga
but-
lady.
the yoga
Yeah,
lady.
but he's still got a bigger skull.
But I've always snored. I've always had inner neck fat. So
inner neck
it
fat.
can be remediated.
There's your little Special K promo. Special K. I've always had inner neck fat. Did you guys see the moon driving in?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
That
beautiful.
was so beautiful. So
Huge.
tonight is going to be like a big deal. It's like the harvest moon again, and we're going to have like tomorrow morning at this time. Well, actually, tomorrow night around 7:40, we're going to have a lunar eclipse. That's like where
The
the
whole
Earth,
one?
yeah, where the Earth's shadow is casted onto the moon. So that'll be cool looking.
If you can
No,
see
if
it.
I-
At
if I can see it, I won't
7:41,
remember.
7:41 tonight.
I'll forget.
Oh,
Our
tonight?
time.
I thought you meant in the morning.
No,
You said
tonight.
yesterday. You mean tomorrow
So
night?
yeah, it'll be dark by 7:41. They said that's when the Earth's partial
7:41.
shadow will begin.
Wait, tonight or tomorrow night?
Tonight, Tuesday night.
What's tomorrow?
Oh, cool.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
They said Wednesday morning.
first?
Wednesday morning. Sorry, I jumped a little bit out of order. Like when we drive in tomorrow morning, we'll still see like a really giant moon. It'll be,
You might also see that part of Texas City on fire, Dickinson.
That's
Still
famous.
burning.
Yeah, that was in
Yes.
LaPorte. So
LaPorte, sorry.
An
I just got
SUV.
back and it was and Houston's on fire.
Yeah, shelter
An
in
SUV
place
went
alert.
through the fence there, the Walmart Supercenter,
Damn.
and it hit this thing.
Oh.
And boom, the company's Energy Transfer, they've had 8 incidents
Is it out now? Did
with
it
their
finally
pipelines this year.
finally burn out? Because they said it might not go out till like this morning.
Oh,
or
I
last
saw it
night.
on TV
It was
just
just on
moments
TV.
ago.
No,
It's still
flaming.
going.
Yeah.
Is this guy
Is
that has
the
a
person
crush
in
on
the
me
SUV okay?
back home in Ottawa, Illinois, and he texted me. He's like, "Are you okay, Eric?" I saw it. Then I'm like, "It's not. I don't live that close to that."
I know.
I
I,
mean,
had neighbors
it's-
reach out as well.
People
thank
don't
you.
understand
Thank you for caring about me.
Houston.
There's constantly
Yeah,
fires and
that's sweet,
explosions
though.
there.
I can't get that female to
not
care
funny,
about me,
though.
but
Wow.
the dudes.
Nice. Okay. Well, today on the Roula and Ryan show, the
note.
Taylor
I don't mean my wife. I'm talking
toss-up.
about other people.
Equal opportunity.
The Taylor toss-up is going to happen 5 times today. I'll explain what that's all about in case you missed that. Also, P. Diddy was arrested last night.
Man.
And if you have not followed this saga, I'll take you through it. Here's your official weather for today.
It is going to be gorgeous. Sunshine high in the mid 90s. So it's still going to be really warm out there. Right now, 77 degrees and 611 on the Roula and Ryan show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. And today, between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., we are going to do the Taylor toss-up 5 times. It's your chance to become a finalist for the Eras Tour in Miami, paid for by us. The tickets, the
Brought to you
airfare, and the
by
hotel.
us.
Paid for by us.
It's like Ricky Bobby. The car just says me.
I want to give thanks to me. So you just be listening for the Taylor toss-up, and then you try and be caller 104. You have to identify 3 Taylor Swift songs within 15 seconds, and they have to be in order and full titles. Now, you would know exactly when we're going to do this today if you were a KRBE insider, because we just email you all the time. So I can't tell you when. It's going to happen. So go to krbe.com if you'd like to be part of that and win that, because we've had a lot of people making it a family affair. We've had a grandmother win for her daughter. Well, she's a grandmother, but her daughter's an adult daughter, and she had like the whole family on it. And then yesterday, a dad won for his daughter, who's 29, and had it all out for everybody. Like,
He was
here's
hiding
the songs.
Remember, he was in the bathroom because he had that echo. He was hiding.
he was
from
at work.
I think his daughter texted him because she's
sure.
like a
Oh, it was so
hardcore
funny.
Swiftie.
She's 29.
Is awesome. So a lot of people are trying to win that trip. Okay, so Sean Diddy Combs was arrested last night in Manhattan in connection with sex trafficking allegations. It's almost like he's been on the run, because this story was really hot in the summertime, and they're like, oh, he's in the Bahamas or he's in the Caribbean somewhere where they can't get him, and if he comes back to the United States, it's over. Well, apparently, according to TMZ, law enforcement sources had said they were going to, they had scheduled an arrest for today, but something made the feds move last night. He was arrested, but no charges exactly have been narrated yet. Like, we don't know the exact charges, but I will tell you that he's been hit with 10 different lawsuits alleging rape, trafficking, and other crimes. Remember, the feds had raided his homes in Los Angeles and Miami back in the spring. And of course, P. Diddy's attorney made a statement last night saying he's disappointed with the arrest. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation.
You don't
He
have a choice.
voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of the charges. He says, these are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. Well, let me ask you guys this story. How did we miss this? How did we miss this? September the 9th of this year, a Michigan inmate won a $100 million judgment against Sean Diddy Combs for sexual assault.
I read that, and then
Whoa.
he's trying to turn it back around and get that money back.
How?
I don't remember this coming across like that big headlines. What was happening September 9th that would have made us miss this headline?
I think that Diddy didn't show up for the court date or something like
they
that.
said, screw it.
So they
All right, you lose
charged him.
So
with
that
it.
was a civil case, and he's got men and
100
women.
million, y'all.
Yeah.
And this guy's in court. I mean, this guy's in jail.
There's families that lose their loved ones because of
And don't get
things,
that.
And they get like 10 million.
Wow.
This guy gets 100 million. Wow.
Well, the question is, will
Must
he
have
get
really-
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a judgment,
Can you
but
drain
will
blood
he
from
get
a
it?
stone,
So
Yeah,
apparently,
he appealed the judgment is what I
Just
read.
push it down the
because
road.
originally, I guess P. Diddy had offered this guy $2.3 million to dismiss the lawsuit, but he rejected the offer. And
Well, think about it. Look, remember the Goldmans in the O.J. Nicole Brown Simpson case, and Ron Goldman, and the parents won that civil
$33
case.
million civil lawsuit.
And they never got money from O.J.
Not
They're
one
starting to
time.
get money now, right? I thought I read.
from the estate.
And, when he died, I think they
I
got,
thought the attorney was so adamant to say after OJ died, they will not see a dime of his estate
Sure, they're
money.
trying.
Terrible. So we'll have to wait and see what happens as the day unfolds.
Yeah,
with
because
the,
they're going to unseal the charges.
Yes. we'll
I
see
think we know
happens
what
there.
it is.
Lots of stuff.
There's been comedians that have been talking about this for years on
For a
stage.
long time.
They got videos now.
They have everything now. That's why they've
the
been.
comedians take down Bill Cosby. Take down.
Yeah, they predicted it.
They just tell you that in jokes. They tell you the truth,
That's crazy.
and nobody wants to believe it.
So let's move on to Justin Timberlake. He made a statement yesterday. He's in the middle of his world tour. As you know, he was in Sag Harbor. He was arrested for driving while intoxicated. He claimed he'd had 2 drinks and he was pulled over. In the end, he took the plea deal so he could just close it up.
Yep.
Because he's on a world tour. No time to sit around waiting for court dates to say, hey, I didn't have the drinks, whether I had the drinks. And a lot of times they'll say, listen, why don't you just say you did it? You're going to get this, and let's just call this a day. So that's what he's doing. He's doing community service. He got like 25 hours of community service. He made a statement to the press about don't drive even if you had 1 drink. There's too many alternatives out there. And some people are, slamming him because he went on Fallon last night. He was scheduled to be a guest on Fallon, and he's big friends with Jimmy Fallon. They've had some of the best Saturday Night Live skits together ever. And Jimmy Fallon was telling him, it was like, oh, congratulations, you added more dates to your world tour. And it's like life is going on as usual, And what is he going to do? Sit there and just like ho-hum the whole Jimmy Fallon interview? Be like, yes, I'm so sorry.
So they glossed over it?
I didn't watch the whole thing. They didn't gloss over it, but Jimmy Fallon was,
I think he'd address it though.
they didn't really say like,
I'd want to.
hey, hey, tell us how many drinks you had. I mean, whatever he says, he probably can't because he doesn't want to screw himself.
No, but
he said what he said.
No, but
it
as
is
the
what it
host,
is.
Jimmy Fallon, what's he going to do? Hey, so how'd that DWI case go?
Yeah, just how you feeling now after that? Did you want to spend a few seconds? I know you.
Didn't say anything.
We were talking there, and you wanted to tell the public something. Go ahead.
He just said, "You're well liked here. Congrats on the tour, by the way." Jimmy Fallon.
He's
Could've
great.
gone for
He's
it.
great at skits. He's not so great at interviewing.
Well, he also
They don't interview; they just do games together.
They do games. He did say, because they're friends, that Justin Timberlake told Jimmy Fallon, I can't wait for you to come to the show. And Jimmy Fallon said to him, can I ask you a favor? If I come to the show, I don't want to be able to see you. And he goes, what do you mean? And he goes, well, like when you're friends, like if you watch the Eras tour, Taylor Swift does like a special tent for like her celebrity friends. It's not right in front of the stage, but it's good seats on the floor, right? And it's like a tent so other people can't sit there and gawk at them the whole time. Jimmy Fallon said in the past when he's gone to JT shows, he's really close to the stage and he feels like everyone's staring at him to see how he's going to react to the concert of his friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't dance and I feel real awkward because then I just stand there and kind of smile and I talk to your wife and then she gets bored with me and then she leaves and I'm just by myself there. And it's so awkward people can see me.
Put him in a suite.
So he said, just put me somewhere where I can see you, but I can't see you. I mean, it's a funny point. Because I have been to, in all the years we've been doing all this radio, right? We've done lots of different shows. And there's all these like suits, like these executives that are record company executives and radio executives and whatever. And some of the biggest tours on the planet, they give the front row seats, oftentimes, at least a couple of them, to suits. Well, suits aren't the super fans. They're not going to sit there and lose their minds and dance along. And I remember when Ricky Martin was at the height of the Ricky Martin hysteria, how crazy it was. It was the biggest thing on the planet. This man could not go anywhere. Like this, as big as think of like, Taylor Swift can't go anywhere, right? It was like everything was Ricky Martin crazy. I was on the East Coast. There was a concert, a radio executive got us some seats like on the sides. I remember we were the side section. Like if you were I'm going to say Compact Center, my God. Toyota Center, thank you. Like section 106, wherever those flanked sides of the first bowl are, right?
Yeah, you're not straight
We were
on
sitting there, but the
angle.
straight dead eye line was the front row. And there was this like white guy, looked like he was like in his 40s with his like little belly, and he's sitting in the front row, dead center, sitting with his arms folded. And I'm looking, I'm like, what is that guy doing
So
down there?
Somebody brought their dad, or dad brought the kids.
No, I thought it was like a radio guy because I asked my friend, look at that guy. And she goes, oh, yeah, I know that guy. He works blah, 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 blah. dude, play along. People can see you. You are
Plus you're
under
taking
the
up a great
lights.
seat.
And can't Ricky Martin see this guy just sitting there with his arm full? Isn't that a buzz killer? Like any artist, I don't care who it is. Name your favorite artist.
but they got the
Any
bright
one of
lights
them
in their
on
face.
but you can see that front row, Ryan.
Yeah, you
We
look
have
down,
done
you see that
shows.
person.
That's almost all you see. Almost all you see is the front row.
That's how you gauge it.
Isn't that
You're like,
terrible?
oh, that's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
guy.
name the artist, your favorite person. If you saw somebody in the front row sitting there with their arms over their middle and they're just like taking in the music, I'd be like, get the hell out of here with that. I wouldn't even want to be that guy. I'd be like, listen, you give that to somebody else. I'm going to sit over here on the sides. I'm just here to see how the show plays out. I'm not really here to
Like my daughter,
engage.
is it tomorrow night? What's the band? Cigarettes After Sex?
Oh, yeah. That's a
They're
good band.
performing. She
I
wants
have
to go
no
see
idea what
them.
that
I'm
is.
like,
Very slow, soft.
how about I'll just buy you tickets and I'll drop you off and wait for you and your friends.
Where's it at? Smart?
Toyota Center.
Oh, it's a Toyota Center.
Yeah,
Wow,
sold out.
I didn't know. They
And
were
what's their avenue
that
of
big.
music? Are they like
It's
YouTube
very-
stars?
Is it more alternative?
It's alternative. It's very melancholy.
Yeah, my daughter likes that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like Portishead
Like,
melancholy?
when she'll play her stuff, I'm like, man,
Even
this stuff's
more.
boring.
What?
Even more so.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's good. I like it.
They had that one hit. I forget the name of the song. I'd like, well, I've heard this one before. I'm like, I don't want to go. I'll be that guy sitting there.
With your arms
Arm
crossed
crossed
on your
on my
belly.
belly.
Let's just say
no.
this. There are not a lot of up-tempo toe tappers,
Somebody in the
Kevin.
front row.
Okay.
You want to be in the front row. Also, somebody just texted in at 37530 regarding Jimmy Fallon not telling Justin Timberlake anything about the DUI. Well, haven't we heard that he's also seems to like the sauce too?
Oh, that's true.
Because like the
Remember?
sauce doesn't mean
Maybe he's had his own troubles.
Jimmy
That's why
Fallon's
by bringing that
birthday. His birthday's in 2 days. He turns 50 on the 19th.
He'd be like, yeah, my Sag Harbor thing. Remember that happened to you 3 times? We were
Nobody knew
together
about
5
it?
years ago. Nobody knew about it. How do you handle it? How does it feel for you, Jimmy?
he didn't want to bring it up just in case.
Because remember he had hurt his hand. He cut his hand really badly and had that surgery. And had
It was
a
real
brace on his
serious.
hand for a long time. Like he almost severed a tendon or something. And the real story behind the scenes was like he was totally smashed, hammered, drunk, and he had done something. Either he got mad, violent, or like smashed something, and that's
Yeah.
how he hurt his hand,
Oh,
or
my.
just something happened while he was intoxicated. I mean, we could do
knows?
calls for days on stories of how you hurt yourself when you were drunk.
Then we do that drunk or a kid or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Were you drunk or were you a kid? Burn the house down. Oh, I was drunk.
Yep.
Try to microwave a tinfoil roll.
Oh man.
I mean, really.
Stuff like that you got to tell your kids.
Oh yeah, they don't know.
Cautionary tale.
Or even if you have like a coffee mug that has like some of these coffee mugs they sell for decorative have a little metal kind of like accent to
Yes.
them, and they start sparking in the microwave. You're like, oh God, don't put that one
Remember
in
I
there.
told you my grandma put
Yes.
our newspaper because we go get the newspaper on the farm. You get it in a little box,
Okay.
orange box. You pull out the newspaper. It was raining, so it was all wet. So she put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds.
Uh-oh. Started a
Caught on
fire?
fire?
Oh yeah, a big bubble came down. And we're like, Grandma, what are you doing?
God.
What?
That's terrifying.
Okay, listen, we're gonna flip the script over here because we were talking about how beautiful the moon is, and Friday was Friday 13th, and I felt like something was wacky, kind of off that day.
It was a silly day.
And nurses always tell us when there's a full moon, oh man, the ERs are crazy. Like the craziest patients come in. They know it's a full moon
And
outside of all
tonight's
this.
a super moon.
A super moon.
There's
Or
gonna
like
be-
a lot of women go into labor.
There's gonna be something crazy happening at your work because of the full moon.
833-390-KRBE. 833-390-KRBE. Maybe you're in the medical field or just in any job, really.
Yeah, you're
Something
working at
wacky happening because of the moon.
you're at a gas station or whatever, and you're working at 2 a.m. Some probably weirdos coming out tonight.
That's just a
Oh,
Tuesday.
hey.
Yeah, it's
That's just a Tuesday.
weirdos.
We'll talk to you next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1. Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Okay, so the moon is out.
Yeah,
and
if you've
tonight,
not seen it, oh my God, it's so
beautiful.
nice outside.
But tonight's going to be a super moon. So it's the harvest moon. It's the closest the full moon is.
I feel like we just had one.
We did just a few months ago.
Because we were talking about it.
Yes.
No, like 3 weeks ago. Because
Yes, really
You called
recently.
it a blue moon or something, and a
Blue
blood moon or something. You called it.
Yeah. So
That's how we talked about
Yeah.
that lady.
Because the teachers were saying, oh, yeah, the kids are crazy when there's a full moon, which people are texting right now at
There was
37530.
text.
Oh, when there's a full moon.
brings out the crazies.
Kids get crazy. And we asked the question at 833-390-KRBE. If you're a nurse or a teacher, you want to share with us what exactly is happening when there's a full moon? Or did you not even realize until you realized your workday was crazy? Then you realize, oh, that's why it's been nuts. It's a full moon.
Like cops, do you notice? You're like, man, there's a lot of more weirdos
Yeah.
out there.
This person says, I work in customer service. We get yelling and screaming, people crying for no reason. We get the weirdest calls when there's a full moon. Another person said, my wife is a teacher and claims her kids are all really active when it's a full moon. Also, fishing seems to be good with full moons, as far as what I know.
Well, the moon has a lot to do with the currents. It has everything to do with the currents.
What did we learn last time we said this too? The movie Bruce Almighty, where he gets to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He lassos the moon really close to the balcony to romance his girlfriend played by Jennifer Aniston, and then everything goes crazy. There's a tsunami. There's like all this stuff that happened because the moon got too close to the earth.
Yeah.
833-390.
And on top of things, tonight's going to be a lunar eclipse, and that will start around 7:41 tonight.
I was thinking that. I think we talked about that too. Then Sam talked about how she moons people.
And then solar Santa.
was your thing,
That's
remember?
right.
Oh, you
That's
moon-
right.
You're a mooner. We found out.
I was. That was
You
like the
retired?
cool thing. I retired mooning people.
Sam,
So
I was
sorry, Kev. You didn't get this experience that on.
You know, Sam, if I had more, I guess, if I just wasn't so cheap on this topic. I was in a store the other day and there was like like a basket of like scarves.
Yes.
You know, I don't need scarves. I have enough scarves. I don't wear scarves, right?
Right.
But these are the kinds of scarves, I guess they're decorative. Like, I feel like you're maybe like an older lady would be wearing a scarf like around her
hot in
shoulders
Houston
with a
for that.
brooch or something.
Well,
It's like a
scarf are
silky
thin,
one.
The silky, and it covers your neck if you don't like your neck.
Yeah, not like a scarf for warmth. It was a scarf for fashion.
Okay, got it.
And it said they were on sale, and I picked up to see how much they were. They were still too expensive. They were like $80. I go, what the heck? But when the one that I picked up was like, oh my God, this would be so great for Solar Sam, but $80 is too much out of my budget.
That is a lot.
It was all the zodiac constellations.
Oh,
and you couldn't tell that's what it was until you opened the whole thing full. It's like, what is this? I can't tell what this
we can get on
pattern is.
Temu. I bet we can find that.
I bet
thing.
you can find it on Temu. But I was like, man, if it wasn't $80, I would have been gifting that to you right now, Solar Sam. But I didn't want to. I
I'd
figured
wrap it
$80 would
around
be
my
better.
head, like us, like a little like.
Solar Sam.
She's here.
And we'd have all the candles going and the incense.
yes.
Solar Sam.
People are
like
saying my bestie's a 911 operator. She says full moons are wild nights. Psychiatrist office here. They definitely come out more during the full moon.
What?
Paramedic. We run calls all day on the ambulance
Wow.
during that time.
Let's go to Abby on the line at 833-390-KRBE. We're talking about the full moon and how much it affects your workplace and your life. Hi, Abby. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. What do you do for a living?
I'm a special education teacher.
Okay.
Teachers, so you probably see stuff.
Yeah. What's your observation on the full moons?
Oh my gosh, it gets bad, man.
Oh, wow.
How is it different from a regular moon day?
Well, like, I have one kid that I wouldn't say he behaves on any normal day,
Okay.
but specifically on a full moon, he's throwing things, he's flipping things,
Wow.
he's yelling all day. It's just, the kids, man.
And then what are you going to do? You got to just throw your hands up and be like, all right, it's full moon. I don't really know what to do about this. Don't throw that.
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Really, you just hold on and hope the ship doesn't sink and make it to the end of the day.
I know, right?
It's just, you get them in, you get them fed, you get them home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Make sure they're alive.
That's the parents'
that's the
problem.
mantra.
But the
Yeah.
parents notice this. I'm trying to think as a parent. I don't notice my kids acting up any worse.
Right
or-
now, I think it's just being
Or is this-
13.
Yeah, they're just teenagers.
Yeah.
Is this just something all in our head? I'm on medicalnews.com, and
Uh-oh,
it
is
says
that
there
for
is
real?
Is that a real
no
website?
connection between. They did this massive study, and they said there's no connection between the phases of the moon and mental health.
What
Well,
about
they can
lunatic?
say
Someone
that.
said they're called a lunatic.
Oh, yeah, because the moon, Luna. That's moon.
Yeah.
Oh.
And why are all these people texting saying like nurses,
Yep.
teachers, and
I don't care what that article says. We have the proof in the pudding.
yeah, just all these people that wrote.
So it says
Text
here,
us.
Eric, a full moon occurs roughly every 29 and a half days, which is the time it takes for the moon to complete one lunar phase cycle. That's why we feel like we just talked about the last one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was like a
now.
special one though. I remember because
It appears
never talked about
full for around 3 days to the naked eye because the moon is technically only full for a brief instant when the Earth, moon, and sun are else perfectly aligned. Why does it feel like I've talked
What's that
like
song?
this?
You
When
do.
Oh,
was that
this
Morrissey?
is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Oh,
It's from, it was in a 40-year-old
Hair.
40-year-old virgin. They had
the
that.
play hair or something.
Oh yeah.
or musical.
Full moon calendar. There's a whole full moon calendar on space.com if you want to know when to brace yourself at work for all the wacky behavior. You can go to space.com, and like it says here, the next full moon is today, 10:34 p.m. The moon will start to appear full the night before and after its peak to the casual stargazer. And then when's the next one? I don't know. You have to keep going and going. It gives you the entire here it is, full moon dates. So we have September 17, October 17, November 15, December 15.
When do we change our clocks? We're still doing that? Or is that
we are. So
I thought that changed like 2 years ago. I thought
they were trying to
Congress tried
change it. They
Yeah,
were
they
trying to
didn't-
change it.
Halloween time.
Daylight savings time comes to an end November 3rd. That means, we're moving out of it. And that's the first Sunday in November. Clocks
Yes, we
fall
fall
back
back.
at 2 a.m. Back to 1
Okay,
a.m.
and by the way, can I just point out for anybody trying to plan their holiday right now or trying to get to the end of the year, teachers or just anybody in general, this is another year. It doesn't happen often, but I feel like, it happens enough that we get totally screwed on holiday time because of the feels. Like Thanksgiving hits so late that basically the next day is like December 1st and you're out.
So
Usually you get like, November 21st is Thanksgiving. Then we have like another 8 or 9 days of fall
because you want to
feels,
put your,
and then you get to
your
Christmas.
stuff up, but you want at least like 5 weeks of enjoyment.
November 28 is Thanksgiving.
Oh, that sucks.
November
wow, late.
28. And I remember the last time this happened because usually I was trying, like either I'm going to be really early or I'm going to be really late with Christmas cards. And so that year I thought I was on time and I missed the window because Thanksgiving fell so late. I felt I got behind in like the scheduling of stuff. So if you're thinking you're going to have a lot of holiday time, it's boom, boom, zoom. It's over.
Put it up now.
No, I'm doing it.
Forget Halloween.
Let's go.
It's Christmas.
October 1st.
Really good.
There's already a Christmas channel on Satellite, honey.
There is.
Hey, time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, so let's talk about that giant plume of fire that shot up in LaPorte. It happened after an SUV crashed through a parking lot fence and hit an above-ground pipeline. This pipeline explosion caused road closures, shelter-in-place advisories yesterday. There were evacuations to homes and businesses in the area. Now, natural gas from the pipe burned and burned for hours. The crash happened around 10 a.m. yesterday morning. Officials said a white SUV broke through the fence on the west side of Walmart Supercenter on Spencer Highway in LaPorte. Energy Transfer, that's the company that owns this pipeline. They have had 8 incidents just this year alone. These incidents caused roughly $1.4 million in property damages. School is still happening this morning, and there have been no air quality alerts issued.
What happened to the person in the SUV? Like, would they have a heart
Arrested?
attack or something? They broke through the fence? Did they do it on purpose? Were they drunk?
Don't have
It's
the
10 a.m.,
information
so
on
I
the
don't know.
person. So, they're not hurt, I don't believe.
I don't know if they had a reason why this person did this.
Yeah, I mean, to crash
Right.
through a fence and hit the pipeline, that sounds like maybe they had a medical issue or something.
It's like that old person that hits the
The
gas,
gas
to the
instead
brake.
of the brake.
brake.
Goes
Or they
to a
think they're going in
restaurant.
reverse. They go forward
Yeah.
and right through.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Every time I go to like a strip center, I think of that.
I know.
Because it's happened so many times. I always think, I'm like, Or are you the kind of people like when I am driving and a truck comes up in front of me and it's wrapped up with all this junk in the bed, but you know something's going to fly out?
Oh, yeah.
I always tell my
Step
kids,
back.
when you start driving and this thing gets in front of you,
They
change
get
lanes.
the yellow twine.
Yes.
Hold it down. Like,
Yes.
yeah,
Barely holding
that's
it.
holding that mattress.
Here's
the
another
biscuits
thing.
are about to pop out.
You want to avoid getting behind one of those lawn, a trailer has like the 10 lawnmowers in the back of it. Always pebbles flying from the back of those things. There goes your windshield.
That's true.
Nice little.
Also, one more thing not to get behind is there's trucks that have little tractors hanging off the back of them so they can, that's flow forklifts.
Forklifts.
So they can take either the shingles or the wood off the back. Well, unfortunately, sometimes a truck will hit a bump and that whole forklift will fall off
Oh
of there.
my God.
And then yes, I have a friend of a relative who was killed in that way.
Oh my God.
Because that thing
Lord,
bounced
Kev.
off of there and then smashed into it. So
Okay,
stay
so don't
aware.
get behind forklift tow trucks.
Don't get behind
And
anybody.
spools.
I'm not too
Just
fond
stay
of
home.
the.
Just stay home.
Spools? Yeah, spools. I saw a whole
Oh,
truck.
yeah, the spools on
That's
670.
We always have that. That happens
And the
at least
backwards
once a
spools
year.
on I-10.
Well, the spools, that happened like 10 years ago, and it was every day. Remember we had a story about spools?
And they're like, what's going on in Houston?
The one that was rolling
Like killer
down.
spools.
Every day
I-10.
we had it for like
It was
3 weeks.
crazy.
I'm like, what is going on with spools?
All right, if you have been messed with and you got your payback, but the person that messed with you doesn't know they got the payback has come, that's what revenge is for here on the Roula and Ryan show. Somebody
Imagine-
eating your lunch at work and you put laxatives in it. We've had that happen before.
You know how much people love A&M. If you go to A&M,
oh, you know everything about being an Aggie
imagine
if you go to A&M.
worked with someone that pretended like they went to A&M. When you'd be mad and you found out they were lying.
No, they didn't.
They just did that to kiss your butt.
They're faking it. You can't be a fake Aggie. What is happening? We are going to find out next on the Roula and Ryan show.